Whoops. Okay, so I just went like an entire month and I think even an entire month and a half without doing anything, and now I gotta make something quick just to show that I haven't just left. Even though I know a lot of YouTubers who just kind of disappear for a long time, but yeah, I at least want some consistency. Frick, let me think. What to do? What's something I can do really quickly? Yeah, this'll do. Okay, so, long story short, I found this really fun Doctor Who comic that features the 15th Doctor. I bought it because I wanted it, and I think it was, it looked pretty good. And, that's an understatement, because holy frick, look at the art! It's super pretty! Look, it's all sketchy and neat. Lots of colors in here. These guys definitely did a good job. And it's also a pretty good story. Seriously, there's a lot of really neat things in here. There's Ruby and the 15th Doctor after the events of Rogue, which is wonderfully stated at the beginning of the damn comic, meaning my nerd heart is very happy. And the plot is something really intriguing and very comic booky. You got the Doctor and Ruby just traveling around after hearing a mysterious noise, which sounds like a scream, and they eventually find some person with technology they shouldn't have. They trace the technology back to a certain point in the future, around the same time as when The Beast Below in Series 5 takes place, and yeah, they just have some fun. I love how the Doctor and Ruby's relationship is super wholesome and friendly, and this comic actually emphasizes it more by having them go on a shopping spree together. The Doctor really does feel like Ruby's weird gay best friend. I love it. And there's a lot of really neat character interactions too. You see the Doctor just kind of go up to Ruby and explain scientifically gobbledygook for 1 minute, and then the next he's actually just some flamboyantly gay sounding just happy young person. Seeing the Doctor act young can sometimes be a bit weird, but there's enough personality in here and enough scientific knowledge in his brain that it doesn't weird me out so much. I also am biased, and I think Shooty is already a massive really good Doctor, so woo! Could you tell this is not scripted? I also do like the villain. He's actually one of the pantheon of gods, like in the actual show, and they just invented a new god just for this comic, making it feel kind of important. And his name is the amazingly intense and scary Screams Scream Somule.
Samoye.
Yeah, that. And he is really menacing. He has a lot of creepily drawn expressions, and he also breaks the fourth wall constantly. I think it's actually kind of fun, honestly. And there's even some really neat concepts with him, as he likes to he likes to take the screams of individuals and put them in his massive collection. I just think that is such a cool visual, and only one I could find in something like a comic book. Even Doctor Who, not saying it wouldn't do this, but it feels like a comic book villain would do this, a very high concept one. There's even a little girl called Maria here, and I had to forget about Shadow the Hedgehog while reading this, but I kept getting reminded of it multiple times, so I was wondering if this girl would have a fate similar to, the character I'm talking about. But no, she actually gets a happy ending, and it's really wholesome and sweet. I like the Doctor's interactions with her. I also like how 15 wears the Fourth Doctor's scarf. That's a lot of fun. Ruby makes friends with bug aliens, and that's really fun. She feels bad thinking that she caused them to go to their deaths because of some things that happen in the comic, and then the Doctor reassures her at the end by showing that they actually evolved to hang out on Earth for a bit. It's cool! I really like this comic, honestly. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but it actually became one of my new favorites. And I mean, I already am kind of biased because I really like the 15th Doctor and Ruby. I think their friendship's super wholesome, and I just wish we got more of it, but instead we were trapped within the confines of 8 episodes. But man, I still liked this. This was a neat expansion to their journeys with wonderful artwork and a surprisingly really well-written story. Even the Doctor goes on a monologue talking about why screaming is important, and lovely, perfect, very Doctor Who, but very fresh feeling. 10 out of 10. Oh, wow, I don't really know what else to tell you. It's just a cool comic that I randomly ran into this month. It's Doctor Who. I'm a sucker for Doctor Who, but it's actually nice when the expanded media has some good quality and meat on its bones. So, ooh, sorry for seeming quiet for like a month, but I don't know, procrastination is a thing. I made a video about a comic though, so it's still technically I held my promise in my last video saying I'd make something Doctor Who related. So yeah, as for that community thing, let's just subtly ignore that. And I don't know. I'll see you the next time I'll see you. I already got a miraculous reaction for the new episode that came out, so that certainly hasn't stopped or anything. I don't know, go watch that video. Or find other YouTube videos. Hey, do you know my mom's on a podcast now?